low competition niche research. Now, everything that I find in this video is not pre-researched, if that makes sense. I'm going into here and finding new ideas as I'm going along, and I find some really good ideas. I got a few messages sent out to me asking me like, how come I can't find good ideas like the way you do it? And I just take you through the whole process and show you exactly the way I do it and step by step. There's nothing that I skip here. This is everything that I'm sharing with you inside of this video. This is exactly how I do it. It's just doing it over and over and over and over and over, because this process does work, and it doesn't matter where you do research at, because you can find good stuff, good ideas anywhere on the internet. You just have to put the work in, the effort, and I recommend you take a few hours out of your week to do research just by itself, and then you can focus on a different day to do a design, right? Focus on different days to do designs, and making sure that you're double checking for trademarks and copyrights, because I'm sharing it with you in this video, but it's just more of like the raw form, and then you're gonna have to go in and do your own trademark checks and copyrights and all that stuff. In this video, I want to show you how to do some research, and this is more of a freestyle video. I don't have no tabs open, so I'm just basically just pressing record and getting to work and figuring out what I can find as far as research for low competition evergreen niches. And this is going to help you with your print on demand business. It doesn't matter where you're selling: Amazon merch on demand, Redbubble, TeePublic, Etsy, any type of your own website. It doesn't matter. We're doing research on the #1 platform, which is Amazon.com. So the tool that I'm using right here is Merch Informer. I'm going to have my affiliate link down below in the description. I get a little kickback from that, but just watch this video and let me break it down and let me show you exactly, how to do some research. And I know that people have been struggling. Like when I use this tool, like I'm not finding good stuff like you, and if people reach out to me and send me messages or just leave comments on my videos, and this is exactly how I'm going to do it. So product research, movers and shakers. I'm going to go ahead and open up that one, and then Merch Hunter. I like to use those two. Any of the other ones like Etsy and Pinterest search is pretty cool too as well. But for this example, let's go ahead and use this. Now, one thing is, over the years of being doing research, and the first thing I see is this skeleton right here. He looks like he's throwing up a sign or something like that, right? Cool skeleton. Looks like he's having a little fun. Now, when I see this right here, I know that Halloween is approaching. Usually, like when the summertime is coming to an end, or it starts to slow down a bit, Halloween starts to pick up. So keep that in mind. Just over the years of me doing research, I know that Halloween is starting to pick up. And one thing too is I start to make sales. Me personally, I start to make sales. My videos, my Halloween videos start to get views. So the tension, like the traction's there, and people are searching for it, and that's the next big thing. Now, if we come down, we look at this, I'm gonna assume, nope. So this is it says like theme Halloween birthday pirate. Interesting. Right here. Let me see. We'll go ahead and click on this, open up that one. I was thinking right here, I was like, it was going to have Halloween in like the title and the brand, but I guess I was wrong, right? That was just a guess. I guess I'm wrong, but that's some insight for you for Halloween. This is Christmas. Has to be Christmas in July. Christmas in July is coming to an end, but this is a really cool one. I went over this, and I think in the last video of me doing like a freestyle research on this. Labor Day shirt, women, rose. Let's go down. Pretend I'm a coconut. Look at Halloween, like the costume t-shirts do really good. And you can see that the color, the brown, right? They're using the brown t-shirt with the white text, like a coconut, right? Style, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of this right here. Now, if the first thing that I think about when I see something like this is if there's a newer saying that like this year, there's a newer saying, if you can use this and put a flip on words, you can do some funny stuff here. So I'm thinking like, what can be done? Because I'm trying to think of something to pop in my head. Pretend I'm your girlfriend or something like that, like a little flip, like a funny thing. Pretend I'm your wife. Pretend I'm something like that. I think it would be a funny t-shirt. Pretend I'm your girlfriend, like anything like that, like a relationship, funny relationship. I think that will work really good. It's something I'm thinking about off the top of my head, because I was looking at some stuff earlier and just looking at different research. That would be a good idea for a t-shirt like that. But pretend I'm a coconut, just a playful type of idea. But like, think of like relationship. A lot of that stuff right now is doing pretty good. It always does pretty good. But think of like anything with relationship and Halloween, a funny themed shirt for Halloween. That would be a really good idea. Something like that, play on that. But looking at this, it looks like it's picking up traction. The keyword Halloween it's definitely going to pick up traction. So this is a good idea but there's a lot of competition in here right here. You just got to think about like what else can you do to go into a niche that has obviously a demand, but a lot of competition. Now, I've repeated this in a lot of my videos where obviously if there's a lot of competition, there's a demand for the most part, but how can you create something that will be different from everyone else? And might as well just open up this one right here so we can take a look at the top research design vault, 180 plus niches. With this, you get low competition niches, keywords related to that niche, trademark and copyright checks. Now, I know that people struggle with coming up with profitable niche research, and that is my goal with this, is to help you make money with these niche ideas. And the way that I'm going to be doing that is by providing more and more niches for you to give you inspiration and to help you understand what is selling at this time and point. Right now, I'm on track to be releasing new niches every week, and that can be averaged between 15 to 20 niches a week. So basically 80 niches a month. Now, once I get that down and have a good workflow for that, I'm going to try to increase that even more to where I'm releasing even more niches every week. And this is going to help you make money. My goal with this is to help you make money at the end of the day. And if you don't know who I am, I've sold over, I'm on track right now, close to over $400,000 in royalties all time with Amazon merch alone, which is almost $2 million in sales. Now, this is the royalties all time, and I've spent over close to $100,000 on ads too as well. So you gotta get an idea of what I've done over the years. And this account I had pretty close to 8 years now and pushing. So I've done my fair share of research and understanding of the platform. And my goal is to help you, like I said. So go ahead and subscribe. $10 a month. If you don't like it, you can cancel at any time. But I'm going to be providing a ton of value back here. So that $10 a month is nothing. The BSR on it. Oh, I didn't mean to press it. All right. So 5.5 out of 5, 1 rating. Let's look at this all-time sales and see what we got here. They started making sales literally this year. Look at that. So this is a newer t-shirt design, right? So it was uploaded last year, but it started kind of picking up traction this year and making sales, which is nice. And it's at its lowest it's ever been this year. So that's a good sign. So pay attention to something like this. Like look at this right here. Going into like Halloween, this is probably gonna crush right here. So it's interesting because of the way they did it, simple, text-based, nothing too crazy, but the concept behind it, brown. And is that the only color that they have available? Yes, it is. See how they did that? And they're making sure that default thumbnail is that t-shirt color that they want. So they only selected one color. $15.99. I see they kept it at that price. Pretty cool. All right, let's keep going. Good luck dealing with me, teacher. This is a cool one. Good luck dealing with me, teacher. Okay. Back to school is approaching, so like something like that would be really good. We'll take a look at that and break it down a little bit more. Whatever makes your oyster moisture. That's dope. This one's dope. This is a cool one. A cool flip-on one right here. Speech. Halloween, long live Halloween. Serial killer. Bro, it's on my shirt. People getting signatures on the 20th birthday too. Interesting. This is a birthday shirt right here. The white space on it is basically for room for people to sign their shirt. Maybe people coming over to, the birthday party, and everyone that shows up, it would be signing the shirt. Cool idea, right? To scale that out even for just all ages, I guess, right? Especially, I think like 21st birthday would be big. 18th birthday would be big, something like that. But the 20th, I see. Serial killer. This has been around for a while. Pretty cool one. Kind of got the milk, get the skeleton part cereal. Let's go down more. And what I'm trying to do is, and then it hit me. On the last video, we went over a T-Rex. This is a cool one. We're back to back with some T-Rex or dinosaurs. Lemonade stands do they're really popular in July. If you didn't know, like summertime, this niche just goes off, and I'm kind of just speeding it up a bit. And I'll tell you why. Those are some random ones. So this is just the front page that we looked at right here of movers and shakers. I can literally go on and on. Let me show you how many pages. We have 12 pages, so I can go to the next page. And there's no reason why you cannot run out of ideas. And you're looking at a lot of this stuff. You're looking at there's a lot of BSR information here, a lot of good stuff here. This is all good stuff that you can look at. They'll help you make a decision like if there's a demand inside of this niche or not. There's a ton of good information here. You cannot run out of ideas. So let's go. Right here. These are just random ideas that I'm looking at because I'm trying to see like, hey, a rocker, heavy metal skeleton. Let's say I think like with more of the pirate ship, sea rocker, heavy metal skeleton, like something like that. Now, if we look at the all-time sales, let's look at the all-time sales. It's made its first sale this year, right? Which is pretty good. And it's showing consistency. Now, keep in mind with these BSRs, when you see it goes up and then it drops down like that, that means it's made its sale. But when it starts to show a sales rank, that means it's made its first sale right here. So if it's made its first sale right there and it dropped down, it made another sale. So now then it starts selling. This is good information to tell us that there's a demand for this niche and people want to buy this t-shirt, especially like this. So when you see something like this, like it's a newer design created this year, and most likely you can probably create this with, even with AI, or even you can hire an artist. I have a few artists on my team that create designs for me and help me with certain detail work, because, it does take a little bit of time to create cool t-shirt designs. And, obviously the goal is to be the best. Now, when you see this, now, like, we can kind of just dive in a little bit more and mess with these long tail keywords, right? And let's say come over here, let's open up another tab and let's type in shirt. Now you can see this popping up right there. See it? It's popping up. They're running ads to it. Keep that in mind. They're running ads to it. Now you're seeing different You're seeing like different ideas based off of how we did that search right there. And there's a big demand for this. This is a very competitive niche with over 2,000 results, but that's not saying this is not a good niche, right? So let's try. There it goes again. All right. And look at, here we go. Pirate heavy metal skeleton shirt. Even so, there's like a few different ways. I'm pretty sure this is populating for it right now. But the main thing is like we're diving in using the long tail keywords, understanding, like how would a person search for this product? Pirate heavy metal skeleton, pirate skeleton. I think pirate heavy metal skeleton or pirate music skeleton, right? This would be a good idea as far as, looking at understanding how a person would search for this key term. Now we're looking at this right here. I think it just, so pirate heavy metal skeleton. Now, what I'm going to do is right here on the bottom, I'm going to use this tool called Helium 10 to do a reverse ASIN search for the keywords. And it's called Cerebro over here. Now, Cerebro is a tool to help me look to see like how these phrases for this shirt are being searched for and what it's organically ranking for, right? Now, pirate ship t-shirt, which is interesting, very interesting right here, because now you're seeing like right here, look at that, 10,000 results, but it's ranking. If we come down this page, it should be ranking on here somewhere. Let me see if we can find it. There it is. So it's ranking on this page for this search term, right? And now it's obviously there's ads being run to the other search terms that we're looking for, but this is interesting because we're going down a whole rabbit hole with pirate ship. So like what else can we find? I'm seeing birthday, right? You're seeing a lot of that too. And if this is confusing you a bit, basically what I'm doing here is this is where you do keyword research, guys. Understanding how people are gonna like search intent to buy something, right? Because at the end of the day, people are searching on Amazon to purchase a product, okay? It's not like you're searching by the keywords. The keywords are the main points in your brand and your title, and that's the goal. So like if we're looking for anything like this, we're kind of just going down a whole rabbit hole of certain, products. Pirate's life for me, right? And leveraging the tools that we have to find low competition niches, right? Let's say like this, or for example, 226. So now it's not saying to create this exact design, but Pirates Life for me. It's a birthday shirt for 4. Now, what else can you create? This is my next thing. Like, what else can you create that doesn't have to be this phrase? And it can be a different phrase. Pirate's Life for me. And thinking of a different phrase, because we know that this niche has a demand. If we come in here, let's look at the actual all-time BSR itself. Look at, it's made its first sale this year. Now this is good because we found something that's pretty good. And it's going down that whole rabbit hole like I just did right now, but this is a consistent seller. And it's a cool design. Pirate's Life for me, or what is it called? Pirate's Life for me, 4th birthday boy for shirt. Right now, this is a cool one. So like something like this, like thinking of a pirate 4th birthday for a kid, for a boy, or for Even for a girl too. Don't forget about that. Girls love pirates too, I'm pretty sure. Boys, obviously, we can tell by looking at this right here. Boys love looking at the data and looking at the information. Boys love pirate shirts, right, for their birthday. So this would be a good idea, and you can literally just start taking notes over here. You can come over here and just look at birthday. So 4th. Just take this. Just take. All right. This for boy. And you can even leverage this and come over into so let's go over here to ChatGPT real fast. We're gonna go ahead and leverage this. Give me a cool birthday saying for a pirate kid. Give me a cool bird shirt like this one. Maybe we got to go into a little bit more detail. Say like this. So this is for a and then hit 5 cool birthday and hit enter. So now we're inside of ChatGPT. If you're unaware of what this is, look at this. So you can even just tell, give me 5 more, 10 more. And then obviously you're gonna making sure that you're double checking for trademarks or copyrights or any of that stuff. See, like different sayings like this. And then now we have another 4-year-old kid birthday t-shirt. Now, let me we're going down a whole rabbit hole. I was going to just literally start repping out all kinds of finding different phrases and stuff like that. Now we just went to a whole total different ball game. So now let's say we have a design like this. Now I'm going to go ahead and, so we're going to take this actual design. I'm going to show you this cool trick. Come over here to Ideogram. I'm going to edit this template a bit more, but I'm going to go ahead and grab let's say like this one, for example. Now this is an example. You have to still double check see if it got it correctly, but we're going to use this for example. You may have to take it might be a little bit more editing involved, but you have to mess with this template a bit more. And we're going to use that and let's see what it does. Just to give an idea, see what the AI generates for us. So let's just throw something in there and see what happens. See if it gets it, because usually it does. It's pretty cool. Now you may have to move a little bit of little things around here, right? Kind of tighten up the design. Maybe see it has 4 and there are 2 times, so you will probably want to take that out. Like this one, for example. It's easy to erase one of these. So let's come back in here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and take this part out. Let's go ahead and generate another one. Remember, also to the AI is not always going to be right, so you just have to double check everything. When I'm looking at the design editing, there's a few things off sometimes. Sometimes when I'm removing certain stuff, I see something misplaced. You still may have to go in there and do an edit or something like that. Ahoy mateys. The boat is pretty clean. It's decent. Ahoy mateys. 4. Pretty cool, huh? All right. See how you did that? And then literally everything that I just shared with you, it just mix. You just repeat the whole process over and over and over and over and over. So for example, let's say you like this type of design. Let's grab this design. Let's say we're done with this one. We're gonna go ahead and upload it over here. Upload that actual design and hit describe. Now it's going to do that. Now keep in mind, when you're looking at this stuff, you want to figure out how you're going to make the design as different as possible, right? But let's hit this one, generate. Let that one generate. That one's generating. We're going through the whole process. Now let's go on to the next one. Pretend I'm a coconut. We went over that a little bit already. Good luck dealing with me, teacher. Now let's see. So good luck dealing with me, teacher. Let's see what we can do right here. Let's say I'm thinking funny. Looking at something like this would be funny, smart, sarcastic sayings for kids, right? Let's say good luck dealing with me, teacher. Let's type that in. Good luck dealing with me, teacher. Sure. Okay, let's type that in. See what pops up. Does that t-shirt pop up yet? Because if you come over here and look at this, it doesn't even say that t-shirt. that actual, and it's a funny play too. It gets like a how would you say, like a cute little funny type design with the colored in font in there, right? And it doesn't even say it inside of this, but I'm pretty sure as it starts to make more and more sales, the algorithm is going to read that type of the saying, right? It's going to learn like people are searching for that shirt and they're trying to find it, and hopefully the algorithm catches that, because that's what the algorithm's supposed to do, and it's supposed to serve them the t-shirt. Now, with something like this, first day of school, girls, boys, funny, back to school, boys, kids, and I think they only have it on the kids, the youth, selected only, yeah, fit type, youth only. So they're like, this is who they're trying to, obviously their focus is that. They're focusing on the youth. So grandma, grandpa, dad, mom, aunt, uncle are coming in and buying this t-shirt for that kid. And they have they're just focusing on that for the mock-up, right? Which is a good idea. Now, to think of any, good luck dealing with me, teacher. Like, you can give me 5 funny sayings for a back to school shirt for a kid's design. And then we can put so just kind of give the AI example. Good luck dealing with me, teacher. It's right over here, right? Where we at? We got that, and then we're gonna go ahead and hit enter. There you go. Embrace yourself, schools. As a teacher, you got this. Warning, student under construction. Brace yourself, school's back to school, back to shenanigans. Watch out, here comes trouble. Like, this is good stuff right here. And literally give me 5 more ideas, 10 more ideas. And then you just start going like this, like jotting ideas down, taking notes and coming up with different concepts, right? And this is one way to just start getting to work on this right here, because it's very, 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 very powerful right here when it comes to thinking of different ideas, or if you're you can't think of nothing. I always talk about this, like, try to be different and grab something like this. And that's what they're doing over here. If we're looking at this t-shirt over here, like, this is a funny play on a t-shirt, right? Which is like a funny, like, cute design, right? Basic text t-shirt. So you can use something like that. And I think that would be a good idea. Now, here we go. Like, it's that kind of, it's similar. It's not similar. Like these ones right here. This one's cool, right? This one's cool. These are all cool. Look at this money. Crazy. It might even be better than that one. So, and then also too, just one way you can upscale these designs and just take off the background, and then you have a design to put on a t-shirt. They're clean. Just freaking right on the money the first shot. Here, let me go ahead and look so you can look at the prompts too as well. I know that you guys enjoy looking at prompts and stuff. So here's some of the stuff to kind of give you an idea. You can pause the video if you want to. Those are all the prompts right there. Pause the video and grab these prompts if you want. There's some good ones here. Right there. All right. Let's go back to this one too, so you can grab that prompt. These prompts too, if you want to look at them. They're all here too. This prompt. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. Right here, the magic prompt. This is what it ended up creating. So what this is like, this is the original prompt, and then what Ideogram AI does is grab that prompt and make it better. Okay, there's that prompt, and then this one too. Okay. Now these other ones, let's see. Like, we searched that one. What do we do? We search this one right here, right? And there's it's not even populating for that shirt, right? So, but you can see like the results. 103. It's a decent, good luck dealing with me, teacher, back to school. Like, there's barely any results. There's barely any competition basically for that search phrase. It's just a good thing. Whatever makes your oyster moist. Oyster. Let's like look at this right here. Let's grab this real fast, and then type in shirt. A moister than an oyster. How do you know? Like, this is crazy. There's some cool stuff. Like, look at this. We're finding some good stuff right here. This phrase might even be like just trending right now, right? So let me go ahead and grab this phrase, and you would literally, like I just showed you inside of ChatGPT, like what other funny phrases that you can use that are similar to this one. Now, there's a little bit of competition. There's nothing wrong with that. But looking at some of these BSRs, they look like they're doing really good. But like, what other type of funny sayings or phrases that you can think of with using ChatGPT, or even think about yourself. If you want to take, take the time to think about it, or leverage AI to help you create something that's it's a funny t-shirt design like this. I'm trying to see if the BSRs pop up, but they're not loading up. Let me take this one. There we go. It's loading up now. I knew that one was a lower one. 99K. Look at, yeah, these BSRs are pretty low. Maybe for the summertime. It's a cool summertime t-shirt to wear, I guess. I'm assuming oyster season. Look at me over here finding funny stuff, funny niches like oysters. Right? This is a cool one. So like you can see, for example, like this is a demand. There's a competition, right? But the reason why there's competition, there's most likely that people know that there's sales in this niche. So what you're going to do is literally leverage like, ChatGPT or Ideogram AI, or even DALL-E 3. There's a few different ways that your Leonardo AI or whatever AI image creator that you use. And this would be a good idea to maybe like rip out some different type of elements for like the oyster, and then maybe just take that element. If you're, you enjoy creating the design yourself, you can do that too as well. And think of different funny sayings for moister than an oyster. and obviously you can tell there's a demand and looking at this type of stuff, but there's some good stuff that we found in here that are like newer niches, and that's the whole concept. And then it just rinse and repeat that. I'm going to be doing more of these type of series like this, because it's like more of a freestyle coming in, not understanding what you're going to find, and then find something that's really good, which is very, very powerful. Now, if you want more low competition niches like this, watch this video right here next. Thank you very much for watching. Peace out.